Messi represents Adidas. Nike sponsors Ronaldo. Two icons, two brands. Even if you're not a sportsman, you probably love one of them. There are so many sports brands out there, but why do Nike or Adidas dominate the market more than Puma or Under Armour? What did they do differently? And how did they rise to the top? Comment down below. Nike or Adidas? Which is your favorite sport brand? And what sport you play? We'd love to see your opinion. Now let's find out which is better. Let's start and see how these two brands began. It all began in a small German town called Herzogenaurach. Two brothers, Adolf Dassler and Rudolf Dassler, shared one vision: to build the best shoes for athletes. In the 1920s, they turned their mother's laundry room into a small workshop. Their handmade spike shoes quickly stood out. Even Jesse Owens wore them at the 1936 Berlin Olympics, winning 4 gold medals. That moment put their craftsmanship on the world map. But behind the success, tension grew. Different personalities, different dreams, and after years of arguments, the brothers split. Adolf, known as Adi, created a new company using his own name, Adidas or Adidas. Rudolf built his own across the river, first called Ruda, later renamed Puma. The rivalry didn't just divide a family, it divided an entire town. Factories, workers, even football clubs had to choose sides. Yet that same rivalry pushed both brands to innovate faster, perform better, and think bigger. Adidas began sponsoring national teams, blending German precision with global ambition. They weren't just making shoes anymore, they were building a symbol of performance and pride. While Europe was witnessing this battle of brothers, across the Atlantic, another revolution in sportswear was quietly taking shape. This time, not from rivalry, but from rebellion. In the 1960s, a young runner named Phil Knight and his coach Bill Bowerman wanted to challenge the way running shoes were made. They started small, selling Japanese sneakers from the trunk of a car. The company was called Blue Ribbon Sports, but Bowerman was restless. He wanted lighter shoes, faster soles, something no one had built before. One morning, he poured rubber into his wife's waffle iron and accidentally created the world's first waffle sole. That invention changed everything. Soon after, Blue Ribbon Sports rebranded to Nike, named after the Greek goddess of victory. Nike wasn't born from tradition. It was born from innovation, risk, and rebellion. While Adidas represented heritage and precision, Nike embodied freedom and inspiration. And soon, these two philosophies would collide, setting the stage for one of the greatest rivalries in sports history. One built on legacy, the other built on disruption. But both shared one mission: to push human potential forward. Let's look deeper into what each brand truly stands for, their philosophies, and why they matter. Two brands, two visions of greatness, yet both built around one question: what does it mean to be an athlete? For Adidas, everything begins with performance. From Adi Dassler's humble workshop to the world's biggest arenas, their mission has always been clear: to help athletes perform at their best, in body, mind, and spirit. The 3 stripes weren't just a logo, they originally stood for reinforcement and stability in athletic shoes, a promise that every step would hold firm no matter the challenge. But over time, those stripes evolved into something greater, a symbol of performance, endurance, and overcoming obstacles. Their philosophy: through sport, we have the power to change lives. Every stripe, every stitch carries that belief that sport isn't just competition, it's a force for unity and progress. That's why Adidas champions authenticity, sustainability, and empowerment. They push recycled innovation, invest in women's sports, and design gear that blends heritage with evolution. Adidas wants you to feel part of something bigger, a community where discipline, culture, and equality live side by side. Their shoes aren't just made for champions on the field, but for dreamers who dare to chase greatness off it. Because at its core, Adidas represents stability, strength, and the spirit to keep moving forward, one stripe at a time. For Nike, the mission is written in 3 words that changed marketing forever: just do it. Nike doesn't just sell shoes, it sells belief. The belief that greatness is not reserved for the elite, but for anyone willing to push their limits. While Adidas looks outward, at performance and purpose, Nike looks inward, at mindset and potential. Their brand represents inspiration, courage, and individuality. Every campaign, every logo, whispers one message: you already have what it takes, you just have to start. From Michael Jordan to Serena Williams to LeBron James, Nike built its empire on stories of people who refused to quit. They turn athletes into symbols of resilience, and consumers into believers in themselves. Nike's power isn't in its shoes, it's in how it makes you feel unstoppable. These philosophies are more than marketing lines. They define how billions see sport, motivation, and identity. Adidas tells the world, sport unites us. Nike reminds us, belief transforms us. One brand represents teamwork and tradition, the other, individuality and ambition. And together, they show that greatness takes more than talent, it takes vision. From vision to victory, philosophy shapes action. Now, let's explore how both brands turn those beliefs into billion-dollar strategies, and what small businesses can learn from the way they play the game. Behind every great brand, there's a system. A philosophy becomes power only when it's turned into strategy. And that's exactly how Nike and Adidas rose from small workshops and car trunks to global empires worth billions. Let's break down how they did it, and what every small business can learn from their game plan. Nike doesn't just sell sneakers, it sells stories. Instead of promoting what they make, they focus on why they make it. Their campaigns aren't product ads, they're emotional experiences. When you hear "just do it," you don't think of a shoe. You think of self-belief, courage, and momentum. That's brand mastery. They build identity first, product second, and it works. When Nike partnered with Michael Jordan, they didn't just sign an athlete, they built an icon. The Air Jordan line became a cultural movement that blurred the line between sports and lifestyle. Even their stores, websites, and apps feel like experiences, not sales pitches. Nike dominates because it connects emotionally first and sells logically later. Lesson for small businesses: don't compete on price or features, compete on feeling. Make your customers believe before you make them buy. While Nike built emotion, Adidas built ecosystems. Instead of fighting the market, they partnered with it, collaborating with designers, celebrities, and even competitors. From Yeezy with Kanye West, Adidas x Gucci, Prada, and countless others, Adidas turned every partnership into an extension of their brand's DNA. They understand one truth: you don't need to do everything yourself. You just need to connect with those who can amplify your vision. And when Nike focused heavily on athletes, Adidas focused on culture, blending sport, street, and style into one seamless lifestyle brand. Lesson for small businesses: your network is your power. Collaborate with talent, creators, and even other small brands. Partnerships don't dilute your identity, they multiply your reach. Nike dominates through innovation and storytelling. Adidas dominates through collaboration and authenticity. One creates trends, the other connects tribes. And that's the beauty of business. There's no one right way. What matters is how you stay true to your vision while adapting to the game. Emotion and collaboration built their empires. But every story needs proof. Real numbers, achievements, and milestones. Before we get into that, a quick word from Best Version. Just like Nike and Adidas, we believe philosophy matters, and that's why we're launching our own merch line. Every design carries a message, drawn from our daily shorts. Quote like "Be fearful when others are greedy," inspired by Warren Buffett, or "Started small, dreamed big," a timeless lesson from the billionaire chef, Chef Alan Wong. Each quote represents a mindset, discipline, vision, and growth. If one of them resonates with you, check the link below and show your support. Because here at Best Version, our goal is simple: to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Now let's take a look at the stats. Adidas versus Nike, the data behind their dominance. Emotion and collaboration built their empires, but numbers tell the real story. Behind every logo, every shoe, and every slogan lies a battlefield of stats: market share, net worth, partnerships, and global reach. Let's break it down, not as fans, but as analysts. First, let's talk about their market shares. When it comes to market dominance, Nike still leads the pack. In 2024, Nike commanded roughly 16% of the global sportswear market, while Adidas held around 9%. That gap might look small, but in a multi-$100 billion industry, those few percentage points mean billions in annual revenue. On Wall Street, Nike's valuation hovered near $95 billion compared to Adidas's $33 billion. Investors view Nike as the stronger long-term bet, not because of hype, but because of consistent growth and powerful global branding. Adidas, however, continues to expand fast in Europe and Asia, recovering from past slowdowns with strong football partnerships and sustainable innovation. Still, in the numbers game, Nike takes the lead here. Next, let's discuss about their global presence. Adidas, founded in Germany, has always been built for international reach. Today, the brand operates in over 160 countries, with more than 2,500 retail stores and thousands of franchise partners worldwide. Their roots in European football and global sponsorships make Adidas a household name from Berlin to Beijing. Nike's presence, though slightly smaller in physical stores, dominates in digital reach. Its sneakers app, direct-to-consumer model, and online ecosystem allow it to generate more sales with fewer stores, a modern business advantage. Adidas wins in physical footprint. Nike wins in digital dominance. But if we're talking sheer accessibility and local presence, Adidas takes the win here by a margin. Next, we compare their partnership and sponsorship game, where both brands fight for the world's biggest stars. Here's where the rivalry gets intense. Nike is the undisputed master of athlete storytelling. From Michael Jordan to LeBron James, Serena Williams, and Cristiano Ronaldo, each partnership became more than marketing. It became culture. Their collaborations turn athletes into global icons. The Air Jordan line alone is now worth billions annually. Adidas, meanwhile, took a different route. They built collaborations instead of endorsements. Yeezy with Kanye West, Adidas x Gucci, Prada, Bad Bunny, and countless creators. Adidas blended sport, fashion, and lifestyle into one identity. But when Yeezy collapsed in 2023, the brand lost a massive share of cultural relevance. While Adidas is rebuilding with fresh collaborations, Nike's partnerships remain more stable and long-lasting, giving Nike the win in this round. Next, let's see how both brands stack up in awards and global reputation. Both brands dominate creative recognition, but their approaches earn them different kinds of respect. Nike regularly tops Fortune's most admired companies list, and their Dream Crazy and You Can't Stop Us campaigns earn Cannes Lions and Emmy Awards, blending emotion and purpose perfectly. Adidas, on the other hand, shines in sustainability and innovation. Their Futurecraft Loop and Made to Be Remade programs garnered global awards for environmental impact, making them the more socially responsible player in the long run. Nike dominates in storytelling accolades. Adidas dominates in ethical innovation. But given how storytelling drives global influence, Nike edges out slightly here too. Finally, let's take a look at their financial resilience and growth. Adidas isn't far behind when it comes to resilience. Despite setbacks, they continue to rise post-Yeezy, and their renewed focus on football, lifestyle wear, and Asian markets is strengthening profits year by year. Nike, however, remains the model of financial consistency. Its cash flow, investor confidence, and long-term innovation budgets give it stability few competitors can match. Still, 2025 projections show Adidas regaining ground faster, with higher growth rates compared to Nike's slowing momentum. That comeback spirit deserves recognition. This final round, Adidas got the crown. By the numbers, Nike still leads, but only by a narrow edge. They dominate in brand value, storytelling, and global influence. Adidas, though, wins in culture, sustainability, and grassroots connection. It's not a knockout, it's a split decision. Nike edges out Adidas, but both prove one truth, that success isn't about beating others. It's about building something that lasts and something consumer loves. After all the stories, numbers, and philosophies, the question remains, who truly comes out on top? Nike or Adidas? Both began small, one in a German workshop, the other in a car trunk. Both turned passion into billion-dollar movements. If we're talking pure dominance, Nike edges ahead. Their storytelling, innovation, and emotional branding built an empire that inspires individuals worldwide. But Adidas holds its own power, purpose. They stand for teamwork, community, and sustainability. They remind us that sport can change lives beyond the field. So, who's better? Maybe it isn't about being better, it's about being different. Nike motivates the individual, Adidas empowers the collective, and together, they push each other, and all of us, to keep improving. In the end, Nike wins 3-2, but it's a respectful rivalry that proves one truth. Your competition isn't your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. But now the question is, which brand do you really love? Do you think this comparison tells the full story, or are there other brands that deserve a spotlight too? Comment down below and tell us, which brand truly matters to you, and why? We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're someone who believes in the power of words, then check out our best version merch. Every quote is designed to remind you of the values we talk about here: discipline, focus, and growth. The link is in the description. Find a quote that resonates with you and wear your mindset with pride. If you love our content, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you enjoy these comparison videos, click right here for the next one.